How y'all doing and welcome. I am Willie Williams. Appreciate y'all for joining the player. Subscribe. Please remember, go around to the WillieWilliamsShow.com. Y'all check out a few things. Subscribe to the website. If you would like to support a player around here, you can get something for you and them little babies by clicking the Get link on the website. If you'd like to see what we call the event video, click around to the Patreon, the Willie Williams Show. The link's down there in the description. I need you liking, sharing, telling somebody about a player. We try to get the thumbs up over 500 in every show so we can do something to the algorithm. Listen, we got a PayPal link down in the description. We got $sign, top and bottom. Willie Williams Show, that is the Cash App. And if you just so happen to hit that super chat, please don't go over $5 because the player don't know if he getting it or not. They say I get 30, they say that they get 70. God damn it, I think they getting a whole 100. Remember, the midday news show, if you can't watch it with your eyes and you can't use your peripherals and see a player, big word, I hear any goddamn screen. We do got a thing called a podcast on Anchor and Spotify, the Willie Williams Show. Please follow me on IG and Twitter at the WW Show. Appreciate y'all. Okay. All right. We done made it. We done made it on here for a whole nother day. How's everybody doing? I'm Willie Williams. Appreciate y'all for joining me. This is the Willie Williams Show. This is the Nightly News Show. Subscribe. Tell somebody about a player. Shout out to Jermaine for the $1 Cash App early. I appreciate that right there. I really, really do. That's what's up. Let me make sure I get myself together. You see, I showed up. Listen. I was just talking about that right there before I had done showed up. I said, you know what? I shouldn't even show up. You know what I'm saying? But I'm here. I'm here for it all. That's what's up. Now my thing wouldn't pop up. Shout out to the Method to My Madness for the $5 super chat. They starting the challenge early. Say we made it. I appreciate that right there, y'all. We got a challenge going on. I hope that everybody go ahead on and consent to playing. Be a part of it. Be a part of it. Come on in. You say Percocet 30. Nah, we ain't on that perk today though. Hell, I still feel good. I still feel kind of good about it. You know what I'm saying? We is not screaming on Twitch for whatever reason. Twitch didn't connect, and it just is what it is. Hold on. It say happy that I'm here. I am happy to be here too. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all on this wonderful Wednesday. It is Wednesday. It is Hump Day. It's March the 26th. 20 to 25. We almost to the end of the month. It's almost time to pay bills again. It's almost time. Rent by due. Can't be around here crying. I ain't know it was coming up. Yeah. It is coming up. Let me get that there out the way. Remove that. Shout out to Jay for the $6 Cash App. I appreciate that right there. Thank you. Now, why is my stuff not? Oh, boy, we be having technical difficulties. Am I still up? I'm still up. Everything looking good. All right, bam. Listen, you good people, please remember go around here to Pleasant Candles. PleasantCandles.com. The biggest, the hugest, the largest candle company. Bam! In the world, Craig. Everything is Willie poured. Nothing is third party. Everything comes from my warehouse to your house. We have multiple fragrances, and if you would like for your area to smell better than it does right now, please go around there. PleasantCandles.com. Get yours today. Do not be afraid to get yours today. That's what's up. Bam! You say, what's the Cash App? Cash App. Willie Williams Show. The first Cash App is the Willie Williams Show. The second Cash App is the WW Show Live, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on. I got to be sure. Damn it. I think it's the WW Show Live. Now, why is that even showing up? That's not right. That is not correct. I'm missing some. I can't pull it up. Oh, that Black Lives Matter. Oh, the WW Show Live is the backup Cash App out here in the street. The first one is Willie Williams Show. You say volume low again. That's what's up. I don't know what to tell y'all about the volume. The volume is absolutely the same. I'm still projecting. I would have to ask you all to cut y'all volume up. Maybe that'll make it better. because I'm projecting. I'm throwing it, and my microphone is close. It's really, really close, y'all. But is everybody having a problem? Is the majority of you good people having a problem with my low value? Please let me know. Let me know, because everything is turned up. I'm still clipping. I'm still in the red over here. I'm still in the red. Hopefully things will get better. Tennessee is up in the house. What it do, what it do. Milwaukee is up in the building. Come on in, come on in. You say that you're watching on the 65-inch TV and you are just fine. Thank you. I appreciate that right there. Showing up. Do say sound great on my TV and Bluetooth speakers. That's what's up. Oakland, California is up in the building. The ATL shouted up in this thing one more again. That's what's up. Oh, y'all, we also screaming. We trying something different. We also screaming on Facebook. We on Facebook, and let me go and try to pull it up myself. Let me go to my own Facebook and see am I showing on Facebook, because it does show some people over there watching the player on Facebook, and it's Facebook, the Willie Williams Show. Y'all can go around there and watch it on Facebook too. You say I hear loud and clear on phone and TV. I appreciate that right there. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And let me go to the Willie Williams Show. Let's see. Am I live on that thing? Am I live on that thing? Yeah. What? Wait. I'm live on that thing. I'm live over there. Oh, and it's closed capturing me, I think. Yeah, damn it, it's closed capturing me. It sure enough is. And then if I can go ahead on and I can manage this post. Wait. I can share this post. I think I can share it to like my main page or something like that right there. I can share it to my main. That's what's up. Get more people around here in these doggone streets. Bam. So it's been posted. Y'all can hear me loud and clear. You say, it's only YouTube around here in these rooms. That's what's up. Listen. Damn, y'all. Whew, we still alive, though. Everybody is alive. I think that's a blessing. That is a blessing. Like I be out here saying, you say, Willie, do your MySpace friends still check in with you? I don't even remember who my MySpace friends was. MySpace been so long ago. Wasn't MySpace back in like 2004 or something like that, right? 2004, 5, 6, because I think that YouTube started in like 06, wasn't it? Or was that Facebook? It was one of these things that started like late or something like that, right? And Tom. But Tom, wait. Tom isn't from MySpace. Isn't Tom from Twitter? Oh, no. Was Tom from Instagram? No. You might be right. Tom was probably from MySpace. Take back in the 1800s. Back in the 1800s out here in these doggone street. Listen, y'all. We're finna go ahead on and get into some news out here, man. Some news that may be touching to a lot of you good peoples. This one may hit home with a lot of people. I don't know. Hopefully, we have a good show. I hope that we have a good show, because that's my intentions, to come here for you good people to have a good show. And in order for me to have a good show, I got to start off raw. I got to start off real raw. I'm finna show y'all something and start calling people stupid and ignorant. Got to be the stupidest on the planet. You know, we got to get y'all hyped out here in these doggone streets. So Tom is from MySpace. He said checks in with everybody. Right. Sure enough. Shout out to JJ for the $6 cash app. I appreciate that right there. He said we always have a good show. That's why we return. I'm in agreement with you, and I do appreciate y'all returning. We got a situation, and I be trying to. I know that y'all don't want to be saved, so I'm not trying to save y'all. I'm just trying to help the ones who want to be helped out here in these doggone streets. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times you all have to hear something different than what y'all be hearing in your like immediate circles, your like immediate families and stuff like that right there. But I just got to tell y'all, we was lied to. Like I often be telling y'all that we was lied to. Let me explain. A lot of us was told that women is just smarter than men. All right, let's say that I agree with you. All right, cute. Let's say I agree with you. It's difficult for a player like me to be believing in that same anymore with all of the news that I do. I do this shit on the daily, and it be like, I just can't believe that y'all just falling short of glory out here in the doggone street, and y'all is supposed to be the smartest, the most intelligentest, great mothers and stuff like that, but y'all decision making though. Y'all decision making horrible out here in the doggone street, and I just want to be the first to tell y'all, I want y'all to do better. Like prayers is going out for you sisters out here in the doggone street. Women just in general. Prayers got to go out to y'all. I'm finna show you something. Let me just read the topic real quick, or the title. This thing say unlicensed. I'm just gonna start off with that right now. This thing say unlicensed. Mean you probably went to school online or something like that right there. You went like a few days to class, but you ain't complete. You know what I'm saying? But you know enough to go on to get the job done. We have a unlicensed dentist in charge after pulling teeth. Now, I know what y'all thinking. Oh my God, a dentist have a dentist office, you know, and people is going to the dentist office and he around here faking like he a dentist. And he's in like a building, right? That would be your first thought, wouldn't it? I know, because I know you good people. I know you humans, because I'm like a human too. You know what I'm saying? But then that wouldn't be factual right here. I'm trying to tell y'all something. Watch. The unlicensed dentist is charged with pulling teeth in the apartment complex. Question: who do y'all think was falling short of glory going to the unlicensed dentist in the apartment? This is why I said, they said, we don't know who they is, but they been telling us all my life, women is smarter than men, women more intelligent, all that fly stuff. Unlicensed dentist charged with pulling teeth in an apartment. Who do y'all think was his clients in the apartment?
A Houston man is behind bars tonight after performing unlicensed dentistry on a woman who says he tried to pull her tooth with a pair of pliers, and this isn't his first run-in with the law. KPRC2's Corley Peel spoke with a dental patient who's pressing charges now.
The woman who received dental work from Perez says he performed surgery on her inside his home here at the La Plaza Apartments. She says he put her under anesthesia and she had to go to the hospital. The La Plaza Apartments isn't where you would normally go for a dentist.
This well, the dentist's office is at. Player putting his patients under anesthesia like a dentist do.
Appointment. But neighbors say it's where people would visit Cesar Perez. He was accused of performing unlicensed dental work. An anonymous neighbor told us about it in Spanish. We used a translator.
He had his little clinic there at his house on the down low.
HPD says Perez is accused of operating on a woman back in September. Records show he pulled the woman's tooth with pliers, which caused it to break and damaged her jaw. The neighbor says Perez told him about prices.
He was charging anywhere from $250 and up. He said if I ever needed any work, then said he knew how to take teeth out.
Records show Perez was already in custody for an unrelated aggravated assault charge in February. Alejandra Moncada says he attacked her at the apartment complex.
I was sitting down and he came out with a screwdriver and was assaulting me. We had to call the cops, and when the cops came, he was still on a rampage.
She says he confused her with a different woman.
He told me that my older daughter shattered his car windows. The thing is, that's not true, because my kids are small.
Moncada says she also knew about Perez's alleged unlicensed dental practice and feels safer with him in custody. Perez was placed on an ICE hold right after his arrest in February. Those with any information about his dental work are asked to contact HPD. He is due back in court in May. Corley Peel,
But did you die though? Did you die though? You did not die. He on ice hold right now. We got to play on hold right now. You can't go nowhere. You can't make a move. You know what I'm saying? He had them oil filler pliers, bitch. He shout out to our dogs and trap for the $2 super chat. He said, I will go to doctor Umar to pull my teeth before I go to Pedro. We ain't going to Pedro. Pedro, do y'all understand how you get under anesthesia? Huh? They put the little oxygen mask over you or something, or they put like the IV in you, right? And they tell you like to count from 100, and you make it to 98. That's all that you remember. The next thing you waking up, she got put under anesthesia and got her teeth pulled with pliers, and she had to go to the hospital. You think? Oh my God. Did she go to a real hospital, or did she go to like another apartment complex? Shout out to T. Lee for the $5 super chat. Remember the dentist from the movie Little Shop of Horror? He say he liked to pull teeth with pliers. Laugh my ass off for real though. He call him my ice hole.
Performing unlicensed dentistry on a woman who says he tried to pull her tooth with a pair of pliers.
Y'all understand that we supposed to be empathetic, sympathetic, one of them pathetics, or one of them thetics? We supposed to be like, oh yeah, he wrong for that. He charging what, like $235 something like that right now? He eating around there in that apartment complex with multiple floors with no elevator.
This isn't his first run-in with the law. KPRC2's Corley Peel spoke with a dental.
How do you trust a dentist at apartment complex with no elevator?
Patient who's pressing charges now.
Now listen. How is she able to press charges? Do y'all see how we treat your women like children? Like retarded ass children, like they just don't know no damn better? How she able to press charges on somebody who she paid for work to be done?
The woman who received dental work from Perez said
is a damn fool, but go ahead.
As he performed surgery on her inside his home here at the La Plaza Apartments. She says he put her under anesthesia and she had to go to the hospital.
I wonder if she's signing like some paperwork, because typically like when you finna get put under anesthesia, you got to sign paperwork. Shout out to everybody who have went to the dentist and stuff like that. I be having to be put to sleep. You ain't finna just be sticking me all in my goddamn mouth because I'm scared. You know what I'm saying? But you got to put me to sleep. You know, but there's paperwork that got to be signed. Damn it, I got to sign. They got to show ID and shit like that. They have to know your closest family member to call if something go wrong. Now that I'm thinking about it, you have to write your next of kin. I was so stupid. Wait. I just thought about it. I had to write my next of kin in case shit went horrible. I took a chance. Say, damn it, the anesthesia was a bottle of Casamigos out here in these streets. I can't believe this beautiful baby.
The La Plaza Apartments isn't where you would normally.
This where you go for dentistry. He live where you live. And this one was like a real shocking story to me. I just could not believe it. I could not believe that y'all. Okay, if he unlicensed, got it. That's cute. But we used to like unlicensed being like in like a building, like a commercial setting, not apartments that you live in, like with your children and stuff like that, right there. Not the apartments to what people are borrowing sugar and shit doing. And nah, not round there. And then he got the nerve to be putting y'all to sleep, and y'all allow him to put y'all to sleep. I wish I was a judge and y'all came to my goddamn courtroom trying to sue Buddy. I ain't nowhere in the hell that I would say that I am awarding y'all a win in this situation. I would say next time, go to a licensed dentistry. Bam! Get that off my screen. I can't believe you good people. If y'all just not coming on in, we also streaming live on Twitter, twitter.com, The Willie Williams Show. Thank y'all for being around there. We also live on Facebook, The Willie Williams Show. We on Facebook. and rumble.com, the Willie Williams Show. No matter where y'all is at, can y'all please go ahead on and hit the thumbs up? I really would appreciate that right there. And y'all is over 100. Y'all is over 100 out here. I need you to screech. I need to support. I need sponsorships. I need a whole bunch of things out here in these doggone streets. Because I'm waiting on that right there to refresh, I got to grab this right here. Make sure I get my little stinking lank. Get my little lank put on up. We gotta go fund me. We still mentally distraught out here due to the death of the number 3. My number 3 channel has died and buried, you know. So I'm going through some stuff right now. I could be unstable, you know, and I need your support. I'm trying to rebuild. Anyway, before we jump into the main thing, because we're not going to talk about a lot. Because I got a few videos. About what we gonna talk about. You know what I'm saying? So, but before I do that, I got to show y'all this right here. Oh, that's so sad. I got something for you. Don't even much worry about it. I'm just fat because I ain't put. Oh, all right. Let's go to Atlanta. Let's go to the A. To where we have a baby. Hold on. Let me make sure I grab this right. Let's go to Atlanta to where we have a baby who had to fight for her life. Give me that. Pop, pop, pop. Get out my apartment with your naked self. We have a sister who had to fight for her life because a player broke into her humble abode. Bucket naked out here in the street. He broke in.
At 5, a Buckhead woman says she woke up to find a naked man inside her apartment. She said he kicked in the door in order to get inside. Channel 2's Candace McCowan's live along Piedmont Road with the woman's account of how she fought him off. Candace?
Yeah, Karen George, that woman said she was fighting using her fists. It happened here at this apartment building off of Piedmont on one of the ground floor apartments. She said she was ready to hurt that man even further, but said once she grabbed a kitchen knife, he took off.
You telling me that my voice is very low also? How many of y'all is really having like this voice problem? Huh? Go ahead.
I open the door. This guy is standing right here. So immediately I'm just, boom, punching him.
It was a night 28-year-old Kei'Mani Latigue won't forget. She was sleeping in her Buckhead apartment at the Optimist along Piedmont Road.
Initially, I hear someone like jiggling at the bathroom door, but then the noise goes away. Now, sometimes my neighbors upstairs can be kind of loud.
Moments later,
I hear bang at the door. I jump up, I open the door. He's standing right in front of me, butt naked.
She says the naked man had kicked in her back door. That's when Kei'Mani says she began punching the man more than a dozen times.
He's about my height. He's like, the police. So I'm like, you saying the police? I'm getting ready to call the police. I backed him up to here, backed him up, boom, boom, backed him up to here. Then I went like this, ran out, ran, and I grabbed the biggest knife I had in the kitchen.
That's when she says the naked man ran back out of the patio door to her first floor apartment. Atlanta police say they responded around 11:20 Monday night. They searched, but the man was never found. She said officers told her the second patio door wasn't completely locked, making it easier for the man to get in. Kei'Mani says
her door was not completely locked. She stayed on the first floor. Her door was not completely locked.
She's shaken, but thankful she didn't get hurt.
I was getting ready to kill him. He just ran off before I could get the knives. I spared him this time, but there will not be a next time.
I spared him. I spared his life this time because he knew I was finna kill him. That's why he went on ahead on and ran on off.
And Kei'Mani said there is often security here. We saw security outside of this apartment earlier today. She told me why she thinks that man broke into her apartment, kicked in the door. We are working on that part of the story for Channel 2 Action News at 6. For now, live here.
I wish we had that part of the news. Shout out to Candace out here in the doggone street. But that baby say Buddy had done came in. But the biggest problem was, remember, her door was partially unlocked. Why is your door partially unlocked and you live on the first floor by yourself?
Ran, and I grabbed the biggest knife I had in the kitchen.
That's when she says the naked man ran back out of the patio door to her first floor apartment. Atlanta police say they responded around 11:20 Monday night. They searched, but the man was never found. She said,
how many of y'all think that he wanted to harm her? How many of y'all believe that?
Officers told her the second patio door wasn't completely locked, making
Second patio door.
it easier for the man to get in.
Making it easy for her to get in. How many of y'all truly believe? Now listen. He say she lying. She lying, Willie. She lying. Look here. Let me bring it just a little bit closer. Listen. Watch this here. So y'all understand, because she won in this situation, she feel like she real strong right now. She feel like she can whoop a man right now. I promise you that right there. But just according to how the story went, that man didn't want to hurt her. And luckily he didn't want to hurt her. So she was saved. She was covered by the blood. She was blessed in this right here. But her mental, I can damn near promise you, she's going to believe. Because in my mind, she probably believed it before this altercation, this situation. She really gonna believe it now. Oh, I whoop one of you N-words out here. I whoop one of you YNs out here. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Move right along. I ain't gonna eat much hold y'all, baby. I ain't gonna do it. I'm gonna leave right there. I ain't gonna say too much about it. No, I'm not. Let's go ahead on and get into this story right here, because it needs to be got into. Now listen, I'm finna play multiple videos on this right here. Multiple. I think I got like 5 videos about the same story. I got like 5 videos about the same story. Can y'all hear me now? Is my voice okay now? Huh? Let me. $400 microphone. Ain't never had to have this microphone this close. But I hope that my voice sounds great. If y'all just not coming on in, we also streaming live on Twitter. Twitter.com, The Willie Williams Show. Rumble.com, The Willie Williams Show. Facebook, The Willie Williams Show. I need your support on everything. I can't do it without you good people. We only had 139 thumbs up. Can we get over 200 thumbs ups? Again, can't do it without you good people. I'm finna run these stories because I saw them in order. So I'm finna run them like I'm finna run them. But there's a reason why I'm running them like I'm finna run them, because one video don't let everybody speak in one video. So there's multiple videos of people saying something that is real important that needs to be said out here before we get to the final video of the same story. Gonna put this baby up on the screen. We have a missing girl, so we kind of gonna start sort of from like the beginning. We have a missing girl. A missing girl's body has been found inside of a burning house. In Toledo. They speak to the grandmother on this one right here. So this one right here would be like my first one right here, or would it be, or did I want her to speak first? Hold on. Let me see. Do I got it? Cause they say, oh, all right, bam. Okay. Put that back up on the screen. Let's go ahead on and get into it. I'm a thing not working right. All right, here we go. 13-year-old girl, Kei'Mani, I think that's how you pronounce it. Kei'Mani Latigue. Latigue? They say this 13-year-old was murdered. She was raped, and her hands was cut off.
Breaking news we want to alert you to right now. The family of a missing teenage girl tell WTOL 11 police have found her body. TPD confirming to us this afternoon a body has been found, but they aren't sharing the identity at this time. Our Silver Barker joins us live from where police are searching. Silver, what can you tell us?
Latigue is how they pronounce it? Latigue? Okay, appreciate it.
Right now we're here on the scenes where a body has been found in the house behind me on Miami Street. Toledo police tell us it is in relation to 13-year-old Kei'Mani Latigue, who's been missing since March 18th. Now, police have not yet confirmed with us whether the body is the little girl, but family members we talked to earlier have told us it is. Lots of Kei'Mani's family and people have shown up from the community. We heard from Kei'Mani's mother, Tiara Caston, who says she hasn't been told anything. Now, right now, there is an arrest warrant out for Kei'Mani's father, Darnell Jones. He is wanted for a third-degree felony of abduction in relation to Kei'Mani. At this time, police have not given us any updates besides what was previously reported.
This is the mother who's finna speak first. In this one, I should say.
I just want to know if it's my baby. They still not telling me nothing. It takes nothing. It's nothing to take a picture. It's nothing to, you know what I'm saying, let me know when the coroner is bringing her out so I can see if that's indeed my baby. Y'all not saying nothing. And y'all can tell if it's a grown woman or if it's a little kid. My daughter tall, but she still has the body of a child. You know the difference.
So she's been missing at this point. The mother has no tears in her eyes, as we like to point out.
They're not telling me nothing. They ain't told me nothing. Not a word. Then they talking about it might be days before I be able to identify my child. Like, no.
Now, this is an ongoing investigation. We'll continue to be here live at the scenes, and we'll continue to try and give you guys updates as we can. Reporting live in Toledo, Silver Barker, WTOL 11.
All right, Silver, thank you so much. And again, if you are just joining us, family members of 13-year-old Kei'Mani Latigue tell us her body has been found, but we are still waiting to hear more from Toledo police to confirm the identity of a body that was found. Court records show there's an arrest warrant out for Kei'Mani's dad, 33-year-old Darnell Jones. Toledo police tell us that warrant is related to Kei'Mani's disappearance. Police say Jones, who also uses the last name Ogletree, is Kei'Mani's biological father. According to court documents, he's wanted for abduction.
He wanted for abduction for his daughter.
The court also mentions he was the last person with Kei'Mani before she went missing last week. It also lists that Jones gave officers inconsistent statements about his activity with Kei'Mani and their whereabouts. We'll continue to bring you the latest on this story.
All right. We're going to get that day out the way. We got a few to go over. So just sit back. Just sit back and relax. Gonna let this thing play on out like it's supposed to. If y'all just not coming on in, we're also streaming live on Twitter, Facebook, and Rumble, The Willie Williams Show. Here we go.
My daughter, there's no reason my daughter would ever be over here.
Today make a week she's been gone. And this is not right. We just want to get her home. Praying for the best, but of course always prepare for the worst.
That was the family of 13-year-old Kei'Mani Latigue. She's been missing for several days now. Earlier today, Toledo police discovered a body inside of a home on Miami Street in East Toledo. Police have yet to confirm it was her body, but according to the girl's grandmother, Kei'Mani Latigue's body was found. Jeff?
Shout out to Battle Cat for the $2 cash app. You say it's only on YouTube that is low. Rumble is fine. I appreciate that right there.
As we continue to track this story throughout the day, WTOL 11 has also learned that the father of Kei'Mani has been charged. His name is Darnell Jones.
This ain't the singer Darnell Jones, is it?
Arrest warrant has been issued for his arrest. Tonight, we have got live team coverage on this breaking news story. Silver Barker and Michael Sandlin have been looking into this story all day long. Silver joins us live from the home on Miami Street where that body was found. And Michael is looking into the case surrounding Kei'Mani's dad. But we'll get to Silver first. Silver?
Yeah, well, Jeff, right here on Miami Street, there were a lot of people here earlier today trying to figure out what is happening as they were hearing the news that we were hearing of a body being found in this home. By the way, we know it's burned, but however, police tell us that it was burned before the body was found there, or it was before this incident. We were here as well, of course, here on the scene earlier today waiting for information. We're still waiting for some information now. Now, while we have not been able to confirm with police whether this was Kei'Mani's body, it was taken out of the house and sent to the coroners. Kei'Mani's mother, Tiara Caston, who was here on the scene, also was either shown something by police or had a conversation which we believe was to confirm whether the body was her daughter's. Moments after the conversation or whatever was shown from police, we then see Caston drop to her knees crying. But as
she dropped to her knees crying when she was told something, so that verifies that was her baby. Or that's her baby. Go ahead.
Mentioned earlier, we have not been able to confirm whether this was Kei'Mani they found. We spoke to a cousin of Kei'Mani's prior to police finding the body, and she tells us this.
I don't want to go to assumptions, but At this point, I feel like we're looking for a body and not a teenage little girl anymore.
Oh, shout her out for having her real. Shout her out for having her real.
Now, we do know that this is still an ongoing investigation, so there are more parts we're waiting to figure out and find out, which of course we will keep you guys updated as we learn more. Reporting live in East Toledo, Silver Barker, WTOL 11.
Our team coverage continues. The one person wanted for Kei'Mani's abduction is her father, Darnell Jones. And according to police records, he was last seen taking Kei'Mani from her guardian's home without consent.
Last seen taking her from her guardian's home. You got to listen to the words.
The person wanted for Kei'Mani's abduction is her father, Darnell Jones. And according to police records, he was last seen taking Kei'Mani from her guardian's home without consent, possibly making him the last person to have seen her alive. Michael Sandlin, he's got more on the charges surrounding Jones, his background as well. Michael, how is Kei'Mani's family reacting to the news of Jones's possible involvement?
Jeff, we caught up with Kei'Mani's grandmother, Dorothy Latigue, and she says the feeling right now is betrayal. Now, we did some digging into Jones's past, and he does have quite the record.
He got a record? You lying to me.
Now, looking back, we can see that he had previous charges for domestic violence, specifically an endangering children charge back in 2021. However, those charges were dismissed. He also had a felonious assault charge from 2017 that resulted in the victim being seriously harmed, and he was indicted on that one. Kei'Mani's grandmother says this feels like a betrayal because despite his record, she truly thought Jones had stepped up to be a father for her, despite not even being her biological dad.
Oh, Jesus. Him not the biological daddy, though. Go ahead.
It was told to me that he was her biological father. However, her biological mother has told me on several occasions that he is not. So
come on, sister.
I don't know what to believe, but I know that he was present. He's been more present than the biological mom. And I feel deceived. Like, you played for so f***ing long in my face, like you was her dad, like you really had her best interest at heart. But where is she?
He's not the father, but he's the father.
However, it's very important to note that we caught up with Kei'Mani's mother earlier today, and she says that the grandmother is telling a completely different story from the truth. So
So the mama done told them, she lying. I ain't never told her that he wasn't the dad.
Continue digging into the details, and we'll bring you the latest as soon as we can. But for now, reporting in downtown Toledo, I'm Michael Sandlin for W.
That's that national listen, it's something about that national TV, boy, that just make people talk and just say certain stuff. And listen, I really do appreciate you good people for going on national television and saying what you think and feel a lot of times.
For her, despite not even being her biological dad.
It was told to me that he was her biological father. However, her biological mother has told me on several occasions that he is not. So I don't know what to believe. But
I got a question. Is this his mama? Because I guess obviously it's not the mama's mama. But then they should have recognized her as his mama. But they call her the girl's grandmother. If he is not the biological father and she thought that he was the biological father, so is this her mama? Because I don't. Hold on. I gotta let it play back.
Stepped up to be a father for her, despite not even being her biological dad.
It was told to me that he was her biological father. However, her biological mother has told me on several occasions that he is not.
See, because she points to or she recognized the biological mother. She didn't just say the mother, she said the biological mama. So it's kind of like, this ain't her baby, or the mother is not her child. I think that's what I'm trying to do.
So I don't know what to believe, but I know that he was present. He's been more present than the biological mom, and I feel deceived.
He's been more present than the biological mom. You say, no, she is mom of the unfit mother. So she's talking about her own daughter, right? Her and her daughter really don't get along because she, if that is her daughter, she didn't say my daughter. She said the biological mama. Y'all got a problem around there in these streets.
Has told me on several occasions that he is not. So I don't know what to believe, but I know that he was present. He's been more present than the biological mom. And I feel deceived. Like, you played for so long in my face, like you was her dad, like you really had her best interests at heart. But where is she?
However, it's very important to note that we caught up with Kei'Mani's mother earlier today, and she says that the grandmother is telling a completely different story from the truth. So we're going to continue digging into the details, and we'll bring you the latest.
We will continue to dig into the details. So as we all know that she did not stay with her biological mother. Remember they said that the daddy picked the child up from the guardian. He picked the child up from for who she stayed with. House without permission, though.
We continue to follow breaking news this afternoon as we learn more about the death of a Toledo 13.
You say the biological mom was raised in foster care too? Oh, so this may be like a little foster care thing we got going on.
18-year-old Kei'Mani Latigue.
In the past few hours, the Lucas County coroner ruled her death a homicide, saying she died from multiple cuts to her neck. We also know her father, Darnell Jones, is in a Columbus hospital after being shot by a SWAT officer around 10 a.m. today. It's still unclear who fired first. Columbus police say he's expected to recover and no officers were injured.
Police aren't sure why he was in Columbus, but did confirm Columbus SWAT was looking into him for at least 2 days. Jones is already facing murder charges in Kei'Mani's death. Her body was found yesterday in an abandoned and burned out home on Miami Street in East Toledo. Here's what police in Columbus had to say about the case, which is very disturbing.
You say the biological mom lives in Cleveland.
This case is one of the most horrific cases I ever heard. This is a 14-year-old that was murdered, raped, had her hands cut off, and her throat almost cut off. This is an absolute animal that came into our town.
Again, he's in the hospital after being shot. No word on when he'll be brought back to Toledo. He's also facing more charges out of Columbus. Now, we do have live team coverage on this tragic case. Silver Barker has been in talks with Kei'Mani's family all day long, and Megan Hartnett has been on a local group who knows all too well the pain.
She said the reporter she heard in that orange dress.
The family is feeling.
Plus, we're also learning more about what's to come of the abandoned home where she was found. First, though, we do want to start with Silver. Silver, what did you hear today from her family?
Yes, well, I spoke with Kei'Mani's grandmother, Dorothy Latigue, who tells me she's been in custody of Kei'Mani for at least the past year. She's been her legal guardian.
So she's been a legal guardian, the one who spoke, the grandmother. She's a legal guardian.
She wanted to address some of the rumors and speculation online about her being arrested yesterday. She says that it is not the case. That is not the case that she was arrested. And Toledo police have told us the same thing. She was not arrested. She was placed in...
Oh, you say, Willie, why do the father and the daughter have different last names if he is the father? He not the father. That's the thing. See, he's not the father, but he is the father. You know what I'm saying? He's not biological, but he's been the father to her way more than a biological dad.
Handcuffs at her house and taken into custody. She and TPD say she was placed into handcuffs for her own safety. She says she is currently scared for her safety, with lots of people threatening to blow up her home.
The grandmother is afraid for her life. People is threatening to blow up the grandmother's home, the person who had custody over this baby. Shout out to Donald for the $3 cash app. Say hump day support. I appreciate that right there. Here we go.
And do things to her.
People from the neighborhood had contacted me and said that there was a mob in front of my house and they were talking about what they were going to do to me once I came home. So the police, the detective, said that she would have a unit come out and help me get my things, and more or less.
Y'all understand that the community was threatening to hurt her, and we didn't even know what happened to her, to the grandchild.
escort me off the property. I asked to be handcuffed.
When did people in the community, when did darker hue folk threaten a grandmother in the community? When did this type of stuff started happening?
Just so they can get the away from my property.
She told the police, put me in handcuffs just so these people can get from round.
The police, the detective said that she would have a unit come out and help me get my things and more or less escort me off the property. I asked to be handcuffed just so they can get the away from my property.
Grandma ain't got no tears either. Go ahead.
Now I also spoke with Kei'Mani's aunt, who addressed a few things as well. At 5, I'll have more of that. Reporting live here in Toledo, Silver Barker, WTOL 11.
Silver Barker.
All right, Silver, thank you. We were able to confirm today Kei'Mani was a student at Spring Elementary. TPS telling us the counselors were at the school.
Is that a deuce and a quarter? Is that a deuce and a quarter? Go ahead, though.
School yesterday and again today to help students and employees cope with this tragedy. The district also tells us 2 therapy dogs were at the school.
School officials also wanted to point out that Kei'Mani will be remembered as being a very personable student and someone who got along well with others. She was also recently recognized at the school's honor roll assembly and was going to be given a kindness award later this week.
Well, in a tragic situation like this, it can be difficult for parents to navigate talking to their kids about what happened to Kei'Mani Latigue.
Megan Hartnett joins us in the newsroom after talking with an organization.
They want y'all to not be out here lying. Do not lie to your kids. Please do not lie to your children. Tell them stuff. Tell them the truth, because they are going to be Googling things, and they also want you as parents to keep your kids off the internet. Keep them off the internet so they don't hear like derogatory stuff and some sad stuff that the children ain't supposed to hear. But they want you good parents to allow, and you know it's strange, you know it's crazy when the news have to tell parents to allow your kids to ask you questions. Don't say you're a child and the child is not supposed to be asking these questions. That's literally what they said in like the rest of the video. Allow your children to ask you questions and answer them honestly. The news had to say that because you good parents don't allow your children to speak freely. That's your problem. That's your problem. Go and put this up on the screen. This will be the last one right here. The community holds a vigil. Y'all know we got to hold a vigil. And the city leaders, people who was in charge of the community, speaks out. Yeah. She was a cute little girl. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Remember, this cute little girl, she was murdered. She was raped. And her hands was cut off. Here we go.
Kei'Mani was phenomenal. Kei'Mani was a helper. She loved older music. She loved playing.
I thought right there she was gonna say she loved older men. Listen, the first time I heard it, I'm like, I know she didn't just, and then I had to catch it because she didn't say that.
Kei'Mani was a helper. She loved older music. She loved playing video games. She played basketball for Spring Elementary. She was highly intelligent. She loved the friends and family that she was allowed to be around.
You say grandmother and stepdad is all felons, by the way. You lying to me.
She was phenomenal. Like I said, she was like no other kid her age.
Oh yeah, and her throat was slashed, right? Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
This case is one of the most horrific cases I ever heard. This is a 14-year-old that was murdered, raped, had her hands cut off, and her throat almost cut off.
I just wish that when I was down here last that I had just taken her to Indianapolis with me. So this would never happen.
I wish I could have took her to Indianapolis with me so this could never happen. So what was going on that you would have even wanted to take her to Indianapolis?
I just wish that when I was down here last that I had just taken her to Indianapolis with me. So this would never happen. A lot of things, you know, woulda, coulda, shoulda, but at the end of the day, I just really wish that whatever happened and whoever did this, y'all didn't have to do that to her.
She was the only one with tears in her eyes. The only one who actually cried.
One of our SWAT teams was working a dangerous individual who was wanted for a serious crime.
This is an absolute animal that came into our town. Our SWAT are the best of the best. We just send a message. You murder somebody, do not come to this town.
That's a good point. Say, do you see how all the siblings got away from their mama? Children is best left with their mamas, though.
It's just devastating that that me and my family have to go through this.
You finna do a commercial?
Dear Doc.
I wish that they would allow downloads of the videos like they used to. Hold on, here we go. What do we have?
News tonight in the murder of Kei'Mani Latigue. There have been several developments throughout the day. The Lucas County coroner has ruled her death a homicide and determined she died from multiple wounds to her neck.
And that came after police shot the man accused of killing her in Columbus. Police say that man, her dad, Darnell Jones, is expected to survive.
When I heard about this case, this was an individual wanted for homicide out of Toledo. I called my union counterpart in Toledo. I said, hey, good news, we have your guy. Your guy committed a murder, chose to fled to our town. I'll tell you right now, the wrong town to come to if you murder somebody. Our SWAT team will go out looking for you.
You say, Willie Wade said that she was 14. And you right, in elementary, like she's supposed to be in middle school. So there must have been like some, well, the grandmother has custody of the child. So there probably was some things going on. And that's probably why she was 13, 14 in elementary.
This case is one of the most horrific cases I ever heard.
Jones is due in court tomorrow for weapons charges after his encounter with Columbus police today.
We have live.
You say, I think that he chopped her hands because she might have evidence. She might have evidence in her nail bed. That's a good point.
Team coverage tonight. Andre Norrell spoke with Toledo City Council members about what can be done to prevent another tragedy.
You say middle school is elementary. What? That ain't make sense. Hold on. We do have a thing called elementary, middle school, and high school. You say middle school is elementary. Unless it's a K through 12 or a K through 8, then all right, cool. I can kind of understand you there, but.
And tonight, it's not just Kei'Mani's family mourning. The community is joining in on the pain and loss. Steve Iwanek spent the night at a vigil to remember the 13-year-old.
Oh, all right. She turned 14 tomorrow. Our elementary schools go up to the 8th grade. There you go.
1, 2, 3. I just feel so bad. As a mother, I'm hurt. And I don't even know this baby. I don't know the family. I don't know the people. But
both y'all got them ugly lashes, but go ahead.
Hurt.
That's Sharika Moore, one of the organizers of Tuesday night's vigil for 13-year-old Kei'Mani Latigue. Alongside dozens of friends and strangers, she sang and grieved outside this East Toledo house.
Do y'all know that these people is doing the visual thing to be putting on for social media? I got to say it. You say that the mom lost custody because she was involved in a robbery? No.
Where police found Kei'Mani dead the day before.
To know that your own family members would do something, somebody that's supposed to protect you, would do something like this is horrifying. It's scary.
Kei'Mani had been missing since March 18th. The Lucas County coroner ruled her death a homicide, and her father, 33-year-old Darnell Jones, has been charged with her murder.
It's almost like a movie. It doesn't seem like it could happen here in Toledo. I believe that she probably wishes we would have got to her sooner, and somebody would have took up for her when she did ask for help, because she did ask for help is what I'm understanding.
Ooh, so she was asking for help from some people. And these people failed that baby. We love the children. No, don't worry.
And she was failed, so really it's very, very, very sad.
You notice that, though? They keep calling him the father, but he's not the father, but he is the father. they gonna stick with her father now.
Feeling radiating through the crowd.
No family should have to go through what this family is going through in this time of loss.
Sherry Sweeney was part of the search efforts to find Kei'Mani last week. She's lived in Toledo her whole life and hopes what's happened to Kei'Mani never happens to another child again.
You just keep praying and allowing God into your life.
That's right, because then if you allow God into your life, then these sorts of things won't happen. Is that why we say that? Just keep praying and allow God into your life. They don't never say, well, allow God into your life and this will happen or this won't happen. They just throw that out there so you'll have a question whether this will happen or it won't happen. You know what I'm saying? They just leave it hanging. I don't know why they be leaving it hanging.
Come into your children's life. Let's pull together as one. Talk to your children. Attend church with them. Let them know that there's all types of resources out there.
But with every...
You say the ones that are crying is probably are atheists. You might be right.
Flower and every candle, community members turned a once evil scene into one of strength and love.
They turn a once evil scene into strength and love. We play too much out here in these streets. Because people decide to gather in front of the home so they can have some internet time, so they can get their numbers up on social media. They now strong.
All types of resources out there.
But with every flower and every candle, community members turned a once evil scene into one of strength and love.
A once evil scene in strength. How do you verify strength? How you do that? Turn once an evil scene into strength and love. How do you verify they turned it into strength? How do we do that? Or are we just using words again? They sang in Whitney and can't get the words together.
Praising Kei'Mani for the life that she lived and for her memory that will never be forgotten.
Kei'Mani was never ours. She was just loaned to us. She was a vessel in a shell. She's at peace.
How do we know that? But go ahead.
No more hurt, no more pain, no more going through nothing. She know her Father, heavenly above, has her. And she's okay.
She know her Father, heavenly above, have her. I've said this over the years. Isn't God like a deadbeat daddy then? Because when y'all get removed off earth in such a tragic way, he's watching. Just saying.
Now, Kei'Mani's funeral is being planned to happen here at Castilla Funeral Home and is being funded through the Brown Legacy Memorial, which is currently accepting donations to cover the costs of the services. Kei'Mani's family tells us that there are no GoFundMe accounts associated for the funeral.
No GoFundMes. They ain't got no GoFundMes. Why? Because people all across the country is in support. And I think that them people is just going to bury that, baby. The state or a funeral home is just going to cover the costs. You say he's not her dad nor stepdad. What a shame he was allowed around her. Well, due to, like, the grandma was under the belief that he was the daddy. Although the biological mama was saying that he wasn't the daddy. Got it.
Here in West Toledo, Steve Iwanek, WTOL 11.
He say, "Oh, you're gonna get canceled." Say, "I'm with you, right or wrong." I'm just throwing out some stuff. Please don't cancel me.
The city of Toledo tells WTOL 11 that the house where Kei'Mani Latigue's body was found will be demolished within 3 months. The home, damaged by fires in 2022, has been vacant for years. City workers boarded.
The home been vacant for years, and now, because of this, the home is going to be demolished. Because they found that baby inside that home, it's going to be demolished now. People have not paid attention to the abandoned homes in the community before this. Now we're going to pay attention to at least this one abandoned building. You say, look like her dad white. Go ahead.
Up windows and cleared debris today, speeding up the process. The home was bought last year for $4,000 by a New Jersey developer.
Bought that thing for 4 stacks.
He says he plans to sell the property, which has nearly $4,000 in back taxes. One of the people interested in the property is a social media influencer by the name of the Hungry Black Man.
The Hungry Black Man interested in the property. He wasn't interested in the property before this situation, but he's interested in the property now. Let's see why.
Sterick Smith posted online this afternoon about wanting to buy the home and turn it into a mentorship space for young girls.
Black man wants to buy the building that they're going to demolish so he can turn it into a mentorship space for young girls. Not a mentor space for kids. See, when we do things like that right there, he's speaking as if nothing like this happens to young boys. Like, boys is not being sought out and raped and abused and all this. And this is why all across the country there's so many things for women. Everybody's doing shit for women because even the men don't want to do shit for the boys. You want to set up a spot for young girls. And you know, when you set this spot up for young girls, they mamas them is going to allow them to go to this spot unsupervised by them. It's just another program, another place that they can send their children to. And that's what he wants to start in the community.
Last year for $4,000 by a New Jersey developer. He says he plans to sell the property, which has nearly $4,000 in back taxes. One of the people interested in the property is a social media influencer by the name of the Hungry Black Man.
Now you see what they just helped him with? His numbers. He made national news. Well, he made the mainstream. Pushed his numbers up. Smart for social media, though.
Sterick Smith posted online this afternoon about wanting to buy the home and turn it into a mentorship space for young girls. City officials say the demolition is still moving forward, but if somebody does buy the property, they would have the right to appeal.
Now, let me point something out to y'all. This is where I have to say, hell, we be lying about caring about kids. Because I'm pretty sure in that community, she's not the first child who has been assaulted and or killed. I'm pretty sure she's not the first assaulted or the first kid assaulted, abused, anything, you know. She's not the first. I'm pretty sure crime is up in that community too. We only interested because it's national news about buying the property. Got it. That makes sense. We doing this for the kids, right? Say, where's Dr. Umar at?
If justice is to be served, someone needs to pay for what they did.
Toledo Mayor Wade Kapsakavage tells WTOL 11 he wants to see the legal process play out, though he wants to see the book thrown at whoever is responsible. So how can the city help prevent something like this from happening again?
How can the city help this shit from happening again? I can't stand you people. I cannot stand, and I'm pretty sure that when they speak this way, that they're talking from a Democratic standpoint. I can almost promise you they're talking from a Democratic standpoint, because the system could have helped this baby from being murdered, raped, her neck slashed, and her 2 hands cut off. They could have prevented that. That's how they actually thinking.
Andre Norrells asked City Council what needs to happen next. Andre?
Kaylee, several city council members took the time to talk about Kei'Mani's death, many calling it a tragedy. And while this investigation is still underway, they're already calling for change within city government.
As the news keeps rolling in, it keeps getting more shocking.
I cried. And then I got angry.
Shout out baby for having a real.
The end of Toledo City Council meetings is a time for its members to talk about whatever they want. Many use that time to say something about Kei'Mani's death and to question whether the city could have done more to prevent it.
Could the city have done something more than her father going to pick her up, slitting her throat, raping her, and cutting her hands off? The city, if her mammy couldn't do nothing to stop it, if her grandmammy couldn't do nothing to stop it, and they know the young girl, what makes us think the city could have stopped it? You see how they just be out here talking?
It's so tragic, and it also, for me, feels like it could have been prevented.
Police found Kei'Mani in an abandoned home in East Toledo. Councilmember Sandra McPherson is among those pushing for answers. She argues it's time to speed up the process of tearing down abandoned properties and to cut through the red tape that delays action with property owners.
So have y'all not been speaking about this right here last month, the month before that, the year before that? Have y'all not been trying to get the laws changed before this situation?
6, 7, 10, $15,000 in back taxes, and they tie our hands and tie up our court systems so that we can't demolish them.
Do y'all even understand this right here? There's so many people who out here balling, right? People who got that cash, right? Why they not investing inside of these abandoned homes? Well, typically with these abandoned homes, and they be like really, really abandoned, you damn near got to knock them down and rebuild them again. But in certain states, like, it's really, really cheap to knock some shit down and rebuild it again. People, and I'm speaking to you dog you folk. I'm speaking about dog you folk. Y'all not even invested in the community, but will get mad when people go to buying the abandoned homes, rebuilding, raising the price, and now y'all just been gentrified. Where all the rappers and the athletes at? Where all the people on social media who got that paper out of here, getting them stacks and shit, making $1 million a year? Wait. Where's y'all at for this community? Remember, she said the homes is $4,000, $7,000, $15,000 in back taxes. You can buy the house for the $4,000, $15,000 in back taxes. That's how you get your hands on one of these homes and the land, the property. Yeah. Real cheap.
We've got to change that. I do believe if that house had been demolished, that would have been one place less that he could have hit her.
Well, that's a fact. Oh my God, listen. A lot of people would think, yeah, damn, she just said something pointy. Boy, she got a point right there. Well, yeah, if the building don't exist, obviously, that's not like, shit, we can't argue that. Of course, if the building wasn't abandoned, of course he couldn't have hit the body in that abandoned building. But it don't take away that he could have did exactly what he did in another abandoned home in the same community. But she said it. She said it like that shit right there was on fire. God damn it, that baby got foresight. That's how she kind of said it. I do believe now. Listen to me. Dude, that baby got on snake skin. Is that a snake skin outfit that baby got on? Listen. She thought about that right there too.
It delays action with property owners.
Watch this.
6, 7, 10, $15,000 in back taxes.
$15,000. Y'all be buying Birkin bags with that money. Y'all can get a whole house. $6, $7, $10,000 in back taxes. You can buy the homes through back taxes, tax liens. Go ahead.
And they tie our hands and tie up our...
Is that snake skin or is that that's just like a design?
Our court systems so that we can't demolish them. We've got to change that. I do believe. If that house had been demolished,
Come on, say it, baby.
that would have been one place less that he could have hit her.
Council President Carrie Hartman says legislation won't happen overnight.
It's all happening so fast, I think it's going to take us a little bit of time if we're going to do anything legislation-wise. But I know that we've already been talking about how do we get some of these blighted buildings boarded up.
With the
That's that snake skin design.
investigation still ongoing, many just want answers.
I want to hear from CSB. We all do. What happened? What was the missing link? Where was the disconnect?
The disconnect starts with a good mother. Can we start to place the blame where it need to be placed at?
Knowles, WTOL 11.
No.
Spring Elementary was in mourning today as students and staff grieved the loss of their classmate. Toledo Public Schools saying that Kei'Mani had struggled to find the right school, moving in and out of 6 different ones. But at Spring
She moved in and out of 6 different schools. Wow. Do you know how many times you got to move to be in the radius of 6 different schools?
Elementary, she finally found a place where she could thrive, building a positive reputation, making the honor roll, and strong friendships. She was even set to receive a kindness award later this week, an honor that she'll never get the chance to accept. Staff and students say they will remember her for her kindness, resilience, and the impact she left behind. Today, counselors and therapy dogs were brought in to help students and the teachers deal with grief. But one student telling WTOL 11 that did not stop the flow of tears.
I've seen some people crying and stuff, a lot of people crying. Sad and very quiet.
I noticed that you made the sign. Why did you decide to make the sign for her?
So everyone can have a memory of her.
How do you hope people remember her by?
You see how when y'all be sitting your churn out there with these damn edges and shit, the baby hairs, and then y'all be putting like spritz on it and stuff like that right there. That shit get dry, that shit look like crusty. Y'all got to tell your children you got to wet that throughout the day. Go to the bathroom, put a little water on that there so it don't look all chalky. Go ahead.
About how kind she was.
TPS sent out a statement writing, quote, "The students and staff at Spring Elementary are saddened by the loss of their friend and classmate, Kei'Mani Latigue. Counselors were at the school yesterday and again today to help students and employees cope with this tragedy. The district's 2 therapy dogs are also at the school, as we mentioned. Kei'Mani will be remembered as being very personable and someone who got along well with others."
That's what's up. That baby done lost her life out here in these streets. And then, like, you got to ask the question, like, what would have made the father, because they keep calling him father, grape her and knock off? You got to ask this question here. That lady said when they was outside that she had been asking for help or something like that, and ain't like nobody help her, because that's what she had done heard. That's the word in the streets. She was asking for help, but she didn't get like no help. Was she asking for help because he been graping her? Huh? Was she at the... Did he knock her off because she probably said, "I'm gonna tell"? Or did she get pregnant? I wonder if her asking for help was about her father graping her. I wonder, was that the help she was asking for? And if it was, though, I can guarantee not now woman will be held accountable. I can guarantee it. Trying to tell you something. Move right along. I ain't gonna even much hold you. Damn, if you're just not coming on in here, we streaming live on Twitter, twitter.com, The Willie Williams Show, Facebook, facebook.com, The Willie Williams Show, and rumble.com, The Willie Williams Show. Man, y'all come on in and hit the thumbs up. I really do appreciate that right there. Oh, I didn't even watch this story here. Hell, we can go ahead and do this right here. No, we can't do that right there. We can't do that one. We can do this one? Oh, this one. Let's talk prisons. Let's talk the resorts. Nah. Why that get big like that? Let's talk these doggone resorts out here in these doggone street, because a lot of people, they have no problem with going to the resorts, and a lot of people, they go involuntary. You know, it becomes their new home out here in these streets. But it's one thing about being incarcerated. A lot of times, women decide to do conjugal visits with our good inmate brothers and sometimes our sisters. We have situations in Mole Creek State Prison, to where it has been the second woman, dos woman, killed dead while on Vizzo at the prison. I was shocked. You mean it has been 2 at the same prison that had done got knocked off? I'm so confused. Let me go and put this up on the screen for you real quick. Y'all hit that thumbs up. Here we go.
A KCRA 3 exclusive investigation. We reported first last week the November death of a woman at Mule Creek State Prison during a conjugal visit with her husband was ruled a homicide, and now we're learning another woman was also murdered during a visit with her husband at the same prison a few months before that.
Think about it. Think about it. Pretty much, in order for you to get conjugal visits, you have to be married. We got it right there. But you in prison. That means that you already has been sentenced, so you have a long time to stay at the resort. For you to knock off your wife to where now you will not have conjugal visits, meaning you will not have no more monkey. You won't get no more monkey from at least that woman. You knock her off, you would never get conjugal visits again. That means you would never get no more monkey while in prison. And you gonna basically cut the hand that feeds you. So you mean you don't want no more monkey? So I wonder, what did both of these wives do to get knocked off in prison?
Another woman was also murdered during a visit with her husband at the same prison a few months before that. Both deadly incidents taking place at the Mule Creek State Prison in Ione. That's in Amador County. KCRA 3 investigates Lizzie Mitri spoke exclusively with that woman's family.
Curtis, this family saw our investigation last week after the murder of 62-year-old Stephanie Dowles, and they said they felt compelled to come forward with their story.
Stephanie Dowles, 62 years old. Hell, her monkey probably wasn't even working. But it don't matter whether it was working. It can still be used. You know what I'm saying? Because you in prison. It's still a hole. You can use it, and it's still of a woman. So you still will want to use the hole, right? It's more than one hole.
We were born and raised in San Francisco. We were raised by our grandparents. And this is just a little collage of her life.
Janine Rojo and her cousin weren't just close in age.
We've literally been together since birth.
They did everything together until July 1st, when everything changed.
July 1st. Shout out to Eric for the $2 super chat. He said they must have found themselves a husband. Shaking my head. Oh, that's probably why they got killed. Because they went to go in on to tell their husbands that we separating and divide. You might got a point.
It's just tragic what happened.
Her cousin, a single mother of one, died.
Tanya Vanessa Corpus Thomas, she was 47 years old.
She says Thomas spent more than half her life battling lupus, but the family learned the disease is not what killed her.
For her to be taken away this way, it's gut-wrenching.
The Amador County District Attorney tells KCRA 3 investigates Thomas's husband, 48-year-old Anthony Curry, is charged with her murder.
Oh, it hit my gut.
He's accused of strangling Thomas during a conjugal visit at Mule Creek State Prison. Court records show Curry was already serving time in prison for a conviction of attempted murder following the 1999 shooting of his 19-year-old girlfriend. The
1999 shooting, he was already in prison for attempted murder. So did they just recently, or did she marry him while he was in prison? That's a good question.
Following the 1999 shooting of his 19-year-old girlfriend at the time.
He shot a girl in the head and dumped her body, so he left her body for dead.
She was found at a remote truck stop in Richmond, barely alive. A gunshot wound to the head left her permanently blind and partially paralyzed.
He's a violent person.
Rojo says she had no idea her cousin even had conjugal visits with him.
With that history of severe violence, why are they being allowed to have these visits?
With back that piece up. She didn't even know that they was having conjugal visits. So the one who you grew up with, y'all like sisters, she didn't tell you that she would get meat from the man in prison who was a husband? Huh? So y'all ain't talk about that part, no?
Violent person.
Rojo says she had no idea her cousin even had conjugal visits with him.
With that history of severe violence, why are they being allowed to have these visits?
Why are they being allowed with that history of severe violence? Think about that. Why they able to have these visits with that history? But your people's married to that man. Oh, no. She's not the 62-year-old. She the 42 or the 41-year-old battling lupus, right? He's 44. Right. With his background, why they having conjugal visits? Why the hell your friend married to him with the back?
Unsupervised.
And because it's conjugal visits, you don't have supervised conjugal visits as far as I know. But go ahead.
It's something she kept to herself until she saw the story on the November death of 62-year-old Stephanie Dowles.
You say that she's 47. Really?
4 months after a woman died while visiting an inmate at Mule Creek State Prison, we've learned her death is now deemed a homicide.
Another woman killed at Mule Creek State Prison during a conjugal visit with her husband.
She's 62.
4-time convicted murderer.
I was sick to my stomach and I was in tears.
Her husband was 4 times convicted of murder.
At Mule Creek State Prison during a conjugal visit with her husband, a 4-time convicted murderer.
I was sick to my stomach and I was in tears.
She could no longer stay silent.
I'm not against conjugal visits. However,
now you're not against conjugal visits?
However, there's already 2 murders at Mule Creek. What can be done to prevent this from happening again? Maybe put more prison guards out, to do more safety checks, to anything to...
You must not know how quick it is to kill somebody. You can have all the guards you want to. If I'm face to face with this person, I can knock... You can have somebody 6 feet away from me, hell, 3 feet away from me. I can knock this person off before this person can even stop me.
Save another life.
The CDCR website shows inmates can't have conjugal visits if they're on death row, convicted of sex offenses if they're going through the reception process upon arrival to a prison, or if they have disciplinary restrictions. But there is no mention of violent crime convictions. CDCR says inmates have to apply and meet strict criteria to earn the privilege of family visits, and they say these visits are meant to support family connection and rehabilitation.
So we want family connections and rehabilitation, although you have been convicted of 4 damn murders. I can't take y'all serious. We want to help build family communication. He got a long time in prison.
Okay, so a lot of people would say 1 murder is too many, 2 murders way too many. What security measures are in place to protect people who are there visiting?
Right, we had to go through their manual to see what do they do, how do they make sure people are safe. What we could find is inmates have to present themselves for a count at least 4 times in 24 hours, and the prison can order unscheduled inspections, but otherwise the manual really highlights that they try to ensure the inmate's privacy.
But we know about a second case because the family came forward. How many other cases are there that we don't know about?
Right, and we have asked the corrections department, and they responded to our inquiry, answering everything except for that question. So we followed up, and we are hoping to hear back from them soon.
All right, Lizzie, thank you. And while the November death was ruled a homicide, Stephanie Dowles' husband has not been charged with murder. The prison says it is still investigating.
What? Wait. So she died during Vizzo with her husband, but the husband has not been charged with the homicide. But she died while they was together, and he was not charged with. It's real deep.
To my stomach, and I was in tears.
She could no longer stay.
Was a thank you. And while the November death was ruled a homicide, Stephanie Dow's husband has not been charged with murder.
I don't understand. But okay, I'm going to go back just a little bit because y'all say that she was 47. I thought you said that she was 41.
Collage of her life,
Hold on.
parents. And this is just a little collage of her life.
Janine Rojo and her cousin weren't just close in age.
We've literally been together since birth.
They did everything together until July 1st when everything changed.
What do they mean, everything?
It's just tragic what happened.
Her cousin, a single mother of one, died.
Tanya Vanessa Corpus.
Her cousin, a single mother of one. Now, who is this? Because I thought that this was like a girlfriend or something like that right there. That's what I thought. I thought that this was a girlfriend.
Thomas, she's 40. She was 47 years old.
So y'all was right. She was 47. I had got the 41-year-old thing. Oh, but this a man. So is this the man that's locked up? Cause sure enough look like her.
She says Thomas spent more than half her life battling lupus, but the family learned the disease is not what killed her.
So they were kissing cousins, and think about it. They was really, really close cousins. She probably want to hurt her feelings like, hey, I'm hunching him when I'm going down here now. You know what I'm saying?
For her to be taken away this way, it's gut-wrenching.
The Amador County District Attorney.
I thought that was a stud too. Oh no, that's her son. She's a mother of one and she's 47. That's her son. Oh, my bad. This is her son then. You say that's a stud. Listen, the picture, I thought that was a stud too. But this is her son. My bad, y'all.
She was 47 years old.
47.
She says Thomas spent more than half her life battling.
And her son was in like the military, right? It looked like Air Force, right? I think.
Lupus. But the family learned the disease is not what killed her.
So that's a stud, Willie. I thought it was.
For her to be taken away this way, it's gut-wrenching.
The Amador County District Attorney tells KCRA3 investigates Thomas's husband, 48-year-old Anthony Curry, is
48. She was 47. Say he ROTC.
Charged with her murder.
Oh, it hit my gut.
He's accused of strangling Thomas during a conjugal visit at Mule Creek State Prison.
Okay.
Court records show Curry was already serving time in prison for a conviction of attempted murder following the 1999 shooting of his 19-year-old girlfriend at the time.
I got to know, like, when did he get locked up? He did a crime in 1999. 1999 is what, 30 to 20 something? Damn, it's 25, so 99. They're like 26 years ago. How long has he been in jail though? Hold on, dog. We got to go to then we got to go to an article. We finna go to an article. I'm finna take my time. I'm not even finna hold y'all long, but I just got I got to see what else is being said over here. Let me put up on the screen. November, Stephanie, 62. We got that right there. I don't want to hear about the 62 one. For the 25-year-old son. Yep, so her son was in the Air Force. The single mama. All right, bam. She was a single mama of one. They were first cousins. Got a 25-year-old son. He was in the Air Force. Got that. Let me move this out of the way. Bam, all right, we can leave that right there. Her family died July. That was last summer. Gut-wrenching. Yada, yada, yada. Her husband, 48. Curry is accused of strangling Thomas during the conjugal. Got that right there. Found unconscious. Got that. We still scrolling. He was sentenced to life without the... I can't take y'all serious. I'm glad I went to the goddamn article. I can't... Hold on. Because I can't get this stuff off the doggone screen. Hold on. He was found unconscious by the prison staff. Yada, yada, yada. We got that right there. Bam. All right. Curry was received into custody from... Okay, bam. He's been in jail since 2008. He was sentenced to life with the possibility of parole for attempted second-degree murder with enhancements for intentional discharge of a firearm causing great bodily harm. He was also sentenced to 13 years for carjacking with enhancements of using a firearm. Court records showed the attempted murder conviction was a result of 1999 shooting of a 19-year-old girlfriend at the time. Yada, yada, yada. We got all that right there. He's been in prison since 2008. Mind you, she have a 25-year-old son. So 25-year-old son, this is 2025, right? He's been in jail since 2008. 2008. 25-year-old son. So I'm guessing that he the daddy. She been riding with this man who have life. And he had also got sentenced 13 years for carjacking. So is it life plus the 13 years? Or do it all run concurrent? Shout out to CC's World for the 499 super chat. He say, but Willie, who does a conjugal visit, sit with a family's killer. He say, shame on her in the first place. Say, love you, Willie. Love you back. I appreciate that right there. He say, who does a conjugal visit sit withhold a female's killer? You got to rewrite it. Because I'm missing something. Say, how did they meet? Because if a son is 25, he committed the murder in 99. I don't know when they caught up with him, but he was convicted, or he received the life sentence in 2008. So it took them damn near 10 years, right? You say, Willie, talk about the smartest people in the world with the best decisions. That's what's up. I don't. Hold on. 1999 shooting car. We got that right there. She was found in a remote truck stop. We got that right there. With the history of severe violence. Why are they being allowed? Okay, we heard that. Got that. Yada, yada, yada. I was sick to my stomach. I'm not against. Okay, we heard her say all that right there. The family visiting privileges. All right, they said something about that right there. In states, the inmates have to prevent themselves. They have to present themselves for the court at least 4 times per 24 hours, and the watch commander can order unscheduled inspection. Oh, all right. So we heard all that right there. So that's all that they really, really got. But I just really want to know. He say, so he was born in 99. He say, well, my son is 25 years old and he was born in 1999. Got it. Watch this. He was dealing with both of them. Ooh, you know what I just thought about? His wife was pregnant. You know what else I just thought about? What if he didn't do the killing? What if he didn't do the attempted murder? Well, his 19-year-old girlfriend at the time must have said that it was him because he did not die. Or well, she did not die. I was finna put it on his wife. Think about it. If he's 25, she was probably pregnant the same year, but later on in 1999, she produced a child. The one that he shot was probably pregnant. Or he was probably in a relationship with her and she was about to tell. And he tried to offer. Or he find out that he was. Oh, he probably find out he wasn't the daddy. Bam. Listen. This thing could go like so many ways. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she probably said get rid of her. Get rid of her. So if she's 47, and in 99 it was 26. So what's 47? Where my calculator at? Cause I'm real good at math. Wait. 47 subtracted by 26. We gonna do 26. We gonna do 26 subtracted by 26. That's 21. She was 19. He had done got him a younger one. Ooh. So both of them were young tenders. So she was pregnant though. Ooh, he had done peed in that baby. Peed in that baby while he was peeing inside the other baby, and one of them kept the damn baby, and you know what I'm saying? The other one ended up at a truck stop. Blind. Because you got to ask this question. He been locked up since 2008, and she's still doing conjugal visits. She's still his wife. She's still his wife. Conjugal visits. She been supporting the man who attempted to murder his 19-year-old then girlfriend. Notice they did not say the one that he just allegedly killed inside the prison. They didn't say that she was his girlfriend. So I could be absolutely wrong about the whole thing, but I don't think that I am absolutely wrong. For real though. Whoa. I see something else. Something else that's going with this story. You lying to me. Gotta put up on the screen then. I'm gonna put up on the screen then. Family of woman strangled during overnight prison visit calls for suspending them. Y'all see what that title say? He said, Willie, when you go into the service, you take a blood test and they trace it back, and he is not the father. And they traced it back and said, are you saying that you know he's not the father? Did they state that he's not the father? You say I'm absolutely wrong. I could be though. I could be, and this is why we call it speculation. You know what I'm saying? I could be wrong. I just got to be entertaining while I'm being wrong out here in these streets. Y'all, can we get the likes up over 200? Can we get the likes up over 200? If y'all just not coming on in, we also streaming live on Twitter, twitter.com, The Willie Williams Show, Facebook, facebook.com, The Willie Williams Show, Rumble, rumble.com, The Willie Williams Show. No matter where you at right now, can y'all please, hell, y'all over 250. My bad. Rumble.com, The Willie Williams Show. Can y'all just hit the thumbs ups everywhere that you at? Hit the share button. Y'all, we still got a GoFundMe link in the chat room over there on YouTube, The Willie Williams Show Live. You know I need your support. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. There was I didn't even know that you could do overnight conjugal visits. You get to spend a night with somebody, and he knocked her off, and she ain't ugly. She ain't ugly, but she was sick. But yes, it's not fair to suspend them. The family of a woman who was strangled last year on an overnight visit with her husband at the California prison said Wednesday that such visits should be canceled until officials can figure out how to prevent similar tragedies. It's impossible to prevent similar tragedies when you're giving people the ability to be this close in this close proximity. It's the same way that they cannot prevent, that it's real difficult for them to prevent men being raped in prison. The same way it's difficult for them to prevent men getting shanked in prison. They got all the guards. They do the contraband checks. They do all that fly shit. Players still getting shanked up. It is just crazy. I wonder why she died. Boy, she went to the jailhouse with that little shape on her, with a little chest on her. Your husband knock you off too? What the hell? Was strangled while she was visiting her husband at the same facility. We got that right there. Yada, yada, yada. Thomas, the husband, yada, 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 was charged a week after the murder in the connection of Thomas' killing. He was scheduled to be arraigned next week. All right, got that right there. Something needs to be done. Okay, I'm sick to my stomach. Despite the 2 homicides, deaths during overnight visits at the prison is extremely rare. Yeah, like it's only 2. Like, come on now. It's only 2. It ain't that serious. It's very concerning. It's unpredictable in my experience. We got that right there. Okay. The killings are the first violent act during family visits in 26 years. Oh, all right. So in the 2000s, this is like the first or the second. Got that right there. Family visits occur in private, apartment-like facilities on prison grounds and last for 30 to 40 hours. Oh, man, I didn't know. Inmates have to show themselves for a court at least 4 times in a 24-hour period, according to the department. The families of both women said that they believe neither Curry nor Dowell's husband, David Brinson, 54, should have been allowed to visit because they were convicted of violent crimes. Yeah, they were convicted of violent crimes to other people. They didn't do that to the ones that they loved, right? So why wouldn't they allow them to have conjugals with the ones that they never harmed? Both families said that they want to see the eligibility rules change and protections added to ensure that people are safe doing unsupervised visits. That's got to be the dumbest sentence. Both families said that they want to see the eligibility rules change and protections added to ensure people is safe doing unsupervised visits. How can you ensure people's safety doing unsupervised visits? How do you do that? You can take the person with the most pettiest crime and you could not protect their loved ones when they come on around there and have a conjugal visit. So the sentence in itself just don't make no damn sense. But said that the charges, Dow's death, pending prison and autopsy. Brinson was convicted in the 1990s of murdering 4 men during a robbery and sentenced to 4 consecutive life terms without the possibility of parole. Do y'all understand that these women, this one stayed married to a man who got 4 life sentences? And he was what, 54? He was just 54. One thing I want to know is how many other times has this happened? All right, got that right there. You say if the family, yada, 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 didn't come forward, the public would have never known. Rojo said that it was only after Thomas was killed that the family had to learn about it. All right, bam, bam, bam. She did not tell any of us in the family because she knew we were not going to approve. That's why people don't tell y'all shit. Listen. I'm talking to you people who is watching me now. This is why people don't tell y'all stuff. Because they know that you're not going to approve. Curry, who is 48, is serving a life sentence. So this one right here was the second one. Curry, who is 48, serving a life sentence for attempted murder. We got that right there. Shooting his girlfriend in 1999. Sanandra. All right, we'll find that truck stop. Got that right there. A gunshot wound to the head would left her blind and partially paralyzed without any recollection of the without any recollection of the shooting. According to the court records, Curry is also serving a 13 year prison sentence for a second. So she could not. Then how was he convicted? She was left blind, partially paralyzed, and without any recollection of the shooting. How was he convicted? He's also serving time, a 13-year prison sentence. Got that for the carjacking. All right, so we got all that right there. I just thought that they were finna give us just a little bit more. Oh, all right. So Thomas and Curry stayed in touch over the years because they have a 25-year-old son who was in the Air Force. What do you mean they stayed in touch? What do you mean stay in touch when they having conjugal visits? Because they are still married. What do you mean? They had overnights. Stayed in touch. Obviously they stayed in touch. They married. And they have a son. Get it? But they saying it as if they was... Well, yes, they was separated parenting. But still, though. It said we always knew that they were on speaking terms, but we just did not know that they was involved in that way. But he be out here lying. To be out here lying. And I know these ladies is angels. They would never. She's telling people in the family that she ain't got no man. She ain't messing around with nobody. She ain't got no time for no doggone man. She dealing with lupus and all that fly stuff right there. All at the same time, having conjugal visits, getting smashed on the prison yards. Huh? Yeah. Tommy's son was informed that she had been killed on July the 2nd, and the county coroner determined her death to be a homicide in December. Be more careful. That understood the family frustration, but they could not file charges until he had reviewed the prison investigation and the autopsy reports, both of which he said they received last month. Yada yada. 5 months apart in age, grew up in San Francisco. Okay, so that's like the little cousin right there talking. She recalled them sharing a room and clothes and stuff like that. Did y'all share a man though? Yeah. That's what we really want to know. I ain't any doggone street. She took medication daily to manage her lupus and chronic autoimmune disease, which she was diagnosed with as a teenager and underwent regular dialysis. So that baby was on dialysis. She popping pills for lupus, chronic autoimmune disease, but would not tell y'all she hunching a man in prison who she's still married to. I told y'all, this is a perfect example. You have no idea what's going on behind closed doors, especially closed prison doors. Just saying. Moving right along. I ain't gonna even much hold you. Y'all get smashed on. Don't let nobody stop y'all from smashing. I don't care where your significant other or where that meat or where that monkey is reside. Get yours in. You know what I'm saying? Y'all give yourselves a pat on the back. Y'all done made it to the end of the nightly news right here in these doggone streets. How's y'all feeling right now? I hope that y'all was entertained. And shout out to everybody who is still riding with their significant other, although their significant other is doing like life. Double lives and quadruple lives and all that. Them she's still having conjugal visits while you out here in these streets, probably in a whole nother relationship with somebody, but you still taking weekend trips. You telling people on the job that you taking a weekend trip, and you is not lying. You really is taking the trip. You telling your friends and your besties and your families and stuff that you finna go ahead on and take a long type trip or something like that right there. You had them sign up for a cruise, but you had them forgot to tell everybody else in case they wanted to join you on the cruise, like it's too late for them to join, and you finna go by yourself on the cruise on the weekend, but you're really going down there to the resort, which we call the prison. Live y'all life to the best of y'all ability, like I be trying to tell y'all. If you're not doing exactly what you want to do with your life, you're really not living, you just alive. So shout out both of them women who still wanted to feel loved and be loved and be with the one that they really feel like they truly belong with. You know? They've been together for so long. You know? Something about that person. It's something about that killer. It's something about them killers that they just love so much. And a lot of it is they don't believe that they are guilty. And or the one who had done knocked off his 19-year-old Lala, they have a real good understanding with their relationship. Or they had a real good understanding with their relationship. Mm-hmm. I could damn near guarantee she had something to do with that girl getting killed. Mm-hmm. Hell, she was probably at the point to where she was finna say, you know what, I'm finna tell my story. I'm finna just tell my story. Damn, I'm tired of holding it in. Mm-hmm. He said Lupus was gonna kill her, and it's very painful. Oh, you got a point. Lupus was gonna kill her, and it's very painful. She may have asked him to do it. I didn't even think about it like that. You may be right. He already in prison for a long time. Damn, you got a good point. I didn't even think about it. Yes, that shit is painful. And remember, she has been going through this since she was a teenager, dealing with lupus, autoimmune diseases. Oh, man. So that means that we are going to have to wait for the autopsy. Oh, but they said that he strangled her. Damn, if he strangled. Damn, that's deep, though. Say nobody stay down that long. Say women marry men in prison all day. Oh, facts. Say, and Willie, and no screams for them to hear. Yep. Got to be more careful. Boy, I can't wait for the update. We need an autopsy update around here in these doggone street. Man, listen, man, y'all give yourself a pat on the back. Y'all done made it to the end. Players, prostate cancer awareness around here at the Willie Williams Show says just a finger. So your prostate don't work, your meat don't work. Mess around and lose your little la-la and or your life. It's your choice. You make the call. Your body, your booty. I am here to help. Yes, I am. Yes, I'm is. I really do appreciate y'all for rocking with the player, man. Thank y'all. We was live on Twitter, the Willie Williams Show. Well, Twitter, Facebook, and Rumble, the Willie Williams Show on all of them. I really do appreciate y'all for rocking with the player. I appreciate the support that y'all have lent the player this here evening. I just hope that y'all was entertained out here, man. And if you're new around here, subscribe. I really do appreciate y'all for rocking. You say prison mattress look like karate mats. To be more careful, but they did have the conjugal visits. They do have like a apartment style like living, you know what I'm saying? So maybe at the conjugal visits the bed is like hotel beds or something like that right there. Say maybe he got mad because she used a finger. Got to be more careful. Say he got rid of the ops. That's why she stayed down. Listen. I'm damn near in agreement with you. I'm trying to tell y'all, I do believe that she know about that 19-year-old who had done got shot. I just feel it in my spirit. Listen, man, I appreciate y'all for rocking. Y'all have a good one. Oh, y'all please remember go around to the Willie Williams Show 7 channel. Watch a standalone video. Go around to the WillieWilliamsShow.com. That's the website. Always go to the website. You'll find everything. And we also put up standalone videos on this channel too. I appreciate y'all. Remember, y'all put out the shares, man. And subscribe and hit the notification bell. I appreciate y'all.